So Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy have been announced as the head of the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, right? You've heard of this. Have you heard of it?
Maybe.
Yeah. So
you say Doge, I think of
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
The cryptocurrency
Yeah.
Dogecoin. And so
is
the
this
funny
a new department?
So therein lies the actual issue, is that there's, quote, this department that's made up, Department of Government Efficiency, does not exist. And so, and you're kind of saying, hey, there's these two guys who are billionaires I want to put ahead of it. And so they have no federal authority, no federal funding, no ability to hire staff unless they hire their own, unless they go to Congress and say, hey, fund a Department of Government Efficiency, while, Donald Trump's saying, hey, we want to get rid of the Department of Education, right? So there's a little bit of it'll be an interesting political dance of what does DOGE actually mean in the context of the Department of Government Efficiency, because it literally takes an act of Congress to create it. And to give Vivek Ramaswamy or Elon Musk any authority in our federal government. Now, that doesn't mean that we couldn't set up this, quote, Department of Government Efficiency as a third party group that's privately funded, and it brings to light things that where there are government inefficiencies, and then they strongly suggest to Congress, hey, we want you to do this. But now think of a congressman who's, has a project in their district, Midnight Pass, for instance, which we all support, but it's going to take some federal funding to make Midnight Pass navigable and free-flowing body of water between the Gulf of Mexico and Little Sarasota Bay. It's going to take engineering to do that. It's going to take federal, state, and local funding combined. And so if you're a congressman here in Sarasota, you might say, I don't know that I want to fund a department that isn't going to allow me to have funding for my project here in Sarasota. And so there's this give and take. And now people who are like, hey, that's the way the swamp works. I don't want, we need to cut out everybody's pet projects. But, what is somebody's pet project in another district is a critical project in my district, right? This is a critical water quality project in Sarasota County, and it truly is. But if you live in Palm Beach County, or if you live in Nebraska, do you want to have your federal dollars going towards, Midnight Pass? And the truth of the matter is, if you're the head of DOGE, you may say, that doesn't meet the level of federal funding, and without federal funding, it doesn't happen. And so, are congressmen going to fund a federal department that in turn is going to tell them they don't get their local projects?